Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to wake up on an ordinary morning, go about your daily routine, but in reality, it's the last day of your life? And the worst part? You have no idea. August 24th, 79 AD started like any other day in Pompeii. People woke up, went to work, children played in the streets, merchants opened their shops, mothers prepared meals. Everything seemed so boringly normal. But that was the lie, because in just a few hours, an entire city would be erased from the map. Morning, when everything still seemed fine. Picture this. You're a baker in Pompeii. You wake up before dawn to fire up your oven. The smell of fresh bread fills your shop. Regular customers start dropping by. You greet them with a smile, just like every other morning. Not far away, the Vetti family, one of the wealthiest in the city, sits down for breakfast in their luxurious home. Beautiful frescoes decorate the walls. The fountain in their garden flows peacefully. And at the gladiator barracks, young fighters are training hard. Sweat drips down their faces. They have no idea they're training for fights that will never come. But then, it happens. A small tremor. Many people pause, but only for a moment. "Oh, not again," they mutter to themselves. Earthquakes are common in this area. Nobody thinks much of it. And they go back to their lives. But you know what? That wasn't just an ordinary earthquake. That was the final warning. Midday, when the sky split open. Now imagine this. You're walking through the market, haggling over fruit prices with the vendor. Suddenly, an explosion so loud your ears ring. Everyone turns to look at Mount Vesuvius at the same time. What they see makes their blood run cold. A massive column of black smoke shoots up into the sky, higher and higher, over 30 kilometers high. Can you even imagine that? It's like a pillar connecting earth to heaven, except this pillar brings nothing but death. Within minutes, the sky turns dark. In the middle of the day, the sun disappears behind a wall of ash and smoke. Now, you're probably thinking they ran immediately, right? Well, here's where it gets complicated. Some people did panic. Some grabbed their valuables. Some started looking for ways to escape. But many others, they hesitated. Maybe it'll pass, they thought. Maybe we should wait and see. That hesitation would cost them everything. Afternoon, when chaos descended, ash begins falling like black snow. At first, it's just a light dusting. Annoying, but manageable. People cover their heads, shield their eyes, but it doesn't stop. It keeps falling, falling, falling. The streets start filling up. The ash piles higher. Roofs begin collapsing under the weight. You can hear the crashes echoing through the city as one building after another gives way. Now, the real panic sets in. Families frantically pack whatever they can carry. The wealthy try to load their treasures onto carts. Parents clutch their children's hands tightly. What would you do? What would you take? Your gold? Your family heirlooms? Or would you just run with nothing but the clothes on your back? About 90% of Pompeii's population manages to escape during these critical hours. They flee toward Naples, toward the sea, toward anywhere but here. But that still leaves thousands trapped inside the city. The elderly, the sick, the enslaved, those who waited too long. At the gladiator barracks, chained fighters pull desperately at their restraints. No one's coming to free them. Their traitors have already fled. Evening, when hell came to earth. As darkness falls, though really it's been dark for hours, something far worse than ash is coming. Pyroclastic surges. Do you know what that is? Imagine a wave of superheated gas and volcanic rock traveling at 100 kilometers per hour with temperatures reaching 1,000 degrees Celsius. Nothing survives it. Nothing. The first surge hits around 7 p.m. people still in the city die instantly. There's no time to scream, no time to pray. Their bodies freeze in whatever position they were in at that exact moment. A family huddles together in their home, arms wrapped around each other. A doctor named Novius Primus still clutches his medical tools. A pregnant woman cradles her belly, trying to protect her unborn child in those final seconds. The gladiators, still chained, never stood a chance. Wave after wave of these deadly surges roll through the city. Each one buries Pompeii deeper under volcanic material. Each one erases more lives, more stories, more futures that will never happen.
Dawn, when silence fell.
By the morning of August 25th, it's over. Pompeii lies buried under 4 to 6 meters of ash and pumice. The city that was so alive just 24 hours ago is now a tomb. The streets where children played are gone. The market where people haggled over prices is gone. The homes, the temples, the theaters, all gone. For nearly 1,700 years, the city would remain hidden, frozen in time, a snapshot of one terrible day. Here's what haunts me most. Those people in the morning had no idea. The baker making bread, the family eating breakfast, the gladiators training, they couldn't have known that their ordinary morning would be their last. It makes you think, doesn't it? How many of our ordinary days are actually extraordinary because they're ours? Because we're still here. The people of Pompeii teach us something profound. Life doesn't warn you. It doesn't send a memo saying this is your last chance. It just ends. So, what would you do differently if you knew? Would you tell someone you love them? Would you stop putting off your dreams? Would you look at this sky a little longer? That's the real question, isn't it? If this story made you think about life differently, hit that like button. Drop a comment telling me what you'd do on your last day. And subscribe for more untold stories from history that'll change how you see the world.